Hi there, it's Shell. Oh, Clint just had to go and, well, he chose to run up and help a friend. So, it's about 2:30 and I thought I would kind of do an organizing video of all of our ephemera. So, I pulled out my container, and what I do is when I finish something, I take it in to my craft room and I kind of stick it in here. But as you can tell, there's nothing organized. So I kind of wanted to go through there today and then kind of get an idea of what else I should make to, you know, put in our ephemera series. So this is just a kind of little magnetic box. And this is where I keep my little tiny ones. So like the little ticket little booklets. Those are kind of cute. I put those in here. I do have these little, let me move you back a little bit. Sorry about that. So these little booklets are in there. And then I also have these little tiny library pockets. So I do have videos on stuff like this. However, if you're interested in seeing it again or having me do another tutorial, I certainly could. But I love these little tiny library pockets. Some of them have paper clips on the back, some of them don't. So, but they were really simple to make. And then of course my little stamp booklets. So I keep the small things kind of together because otherwise it's just a big mess and I'll really make a mess there. Oh, geez, sorry guys. This morning I got all of my orders out, and I think there was like 15 of them, which was crazy for us, but I got them all out, and Clint made about 5 more ink blenders today. So there'll be a few more of you called in the near future for those. But I kind of wanted to kind of get these organized and, you know, see what else we need to do. And then when I got done there, I was so tired. So I took a nap, and poor Clint was sitting here just waiting for his friend to call, because he said he'd call him after lunch. And then he called and said he was going to be late. And Clint was sitting here just dozing, poor thing. But then he finally decided he's going to sit down and nap. And then his friend called. Like right before he did that. So anyways, it was kind of funny. So what I'm going to do first is just kind of organize these into groups and just kind of, you know, try to get some kind of order here. So these are the tags I made yesterday. And I went ahead and put the ribbons and stuff on them because they're just nice for when you go to grab them and you're making a journal or something for it to pretty much be done. So what I am storing them in, I don't know if you guys can tell, it's just a wooden drawer box. Wooden, what? A wooden drawer. My brain. But yeah, I was napping while Clint was waiting for him to call him, and then I thought, well, I will get up and make a video. If he's out working, I should get up and not nap, huh? Even though he wouldn't care, but so it looks like we have, you know, quite the selection. So I'm going to put kind of tags all together. These are kind of those fold over tags. Some of them are done, some of them aren't quite done, which is fine because I do like to have some that are totally finished and some that aren't. So the guest check tags. Here's my fold over pocket things. There's another guest check tag with an envelope. That was fun. Plus it kind of helps you remember, you know, what you made. I love these. Remember these? These are so fun to make. just a bunch of little, oh, that doesn't even go in there like that. Just little pockets. So that was kind of fun. But the way it was organized, I was thinking there's no way I could find anything in there if, you know, I don't do something, something else. So that's one of those, that's one of those. And I needed some more of those 12 by 12 shelves. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but they're just like cubes, and so they're like about 11 and a half actually cube square, and I got a set of, it's like 3 by 4, so it's the 12 more cubes that I'm hoping I can get my room kind of cleaned up and organized so I can share that with you guys. I always like to see other people's craft rooms, and I thought, you know, maybe you would too. So I have to tell you, you guys' comments were so funny. I had a lot of people just say how hilarious we are, and I look at Clint and I'm like, did you say anything funny yesterday? And he's like, I don't think so. And then one of you, what's funny is one of you said, actually explained what part she thought was funny, and then I'm like, oh yeah, he did say that. So Clint and I were just laughing. This is some ephemera that I just kind of have left over. This was like a butterfly pocket. I don't know where to put that, but I kind of wanted, you know, to get the ephemera. Oh, my pockets. Those are fun. That is a Clint thing. So those are my pockets. I'm not sure what that was. So I hope you guys are doing well today. It is Tuesday here for us. Oh, I have quite a bit of cards. And, you know, I really, like I said, I hadn't planned anything really. So I thought I would kind of look through here and just, you know, see what ideas I have. I think I'm really low on paper clips. So it's kind of good to go through your stash sometimes and just kind of get an idea. This stuff I'm going to put in a different spot, so it's not going to go in this box. And these are digitals, and what I've started, well, not that one, but what I've started doing is taking all of my digitals, and I have a file in my bedroom or in my back room so that I can put all my digitals in there. And I don't have a whole lot yet, but I wanted to kind of keep them all together. So this was, oh, that was cute. That was that little matchbook side fold. This was a paper clip. This was really fun. This was a Tracy Fox project. Gonna look at that. That might be fun to do. I have some altered, well, that's altered paper clip, but here's some altered playing cards. But I would really like to hear what you guys are interested in, you know, maybe seeing on my channel. So I always come up with ideas, and I try to, you know, kind of make them somewhat different, but sometimes it's kind of hard. So here's a stamp which needs to go up there. But these were so fun to make, the altered cards, greeting card or playing cards. Oh, and I still have one of those. It's not very many paper clips. Let me see what's in this one. Oh, some of those torn pieces. That would be fun to do, and I don't have very many of those either. Those over there. This is a little fold. So this one's still kind of organized. Patty pockets, which I, you know, still These are Patricia Viramontes pockets. So I have some of those in here. And I have some of my secret journaling spots. And what I do is I put some journaling paper here, and then you kind of close it up so you can't really see it, and then you decorate the outside of it. I have quite a few of those because when I made them, I made a bunch of those and I forgot about them, so I haven't been using them. I know. Oh, and this is always fun, is just a paper cluster. Maybe we'll do some of those. I'm going to kind of put my ideas to the side. That way we kind of, you know, I can maybe remember. Okay, and then, so I have this little box. I'm going to go ahead and put my little paper clips in here because it's kind of tiny and it will kind of contain them the best. So I have this, and I put that in my little drawer. And then I also have this fun little basket that I picked up at a yard sale. Someone was telling me that they went to the thrift store, that they hadn't thought about going to the thrift store to get things for junk journaling. And you guys, most of the things I have came either from the thrift store or from a yard sale. Our yard sales are awesome this time of year. So we try to get out, you know, a few times a month. I try not, you know, not every week. It just depends on how tired we are or what we got going on. But let's see what these are. I'm kind of surprised because I really thought that this was really going to be like super stuffed, but the more I clean out, the more I realize I really haven't, you know, made tons of stuff. So this is a faux front envelope, and this is a Miss Gayle style. That was really fun to make. I haven't made that in a long time, so I'm going to pop that in there. Here's another pocket. I'm kind of putting the pockets together. This was from a friend. So that's kind of a pocket. That's kind of cute. I love how she did the kind of little collaging on the side. I think this is from Louise in Albuquerque. If not, somebody let me know, but kind of have that brain that, you know, I see somebody's name and Clint says, oh, did you see so-and-so? And I said, oh, you mean Sunshine or whatever, because my brain just remembers. You know, it's one of those weird things. I know I'm weird. Thanks, Marilyn, for calling me a squirrel. She said we're nuts. I have been collecting squirrels for many, many years. My sister and I have this joke, and we give each other squirrels or nuts every year for Christmas. One year she seriously gave me 17 squirrel items. Because we always tell each other that they're nuts, so it's kind of funny. I'm not sure what that is, but we'll put that in the pocket section. Okay, this one is pockets. I don't have a lot anymore. I really thought I had more stuff. But like I said, when you are crafting and stuff, it's really quick to go through and use up what you have created, you know. These are some tags. Cute little envelope, but I don't think there's anything in there. And there's a car. Some of this stuff I don't remember where it came from. Sorry guys. I don't remember where everything comes from, but sometimes I'll be like, oh yeah, I remember that. So, oh, these are cute. I'm putting these over here kind of in a little pile, the tiny things that I'm finding. I'm pretty sure that they came, well, I don't know. They may have came from June's Junk Journals too. Actually, I think some of these may have, and she's overseas. I can't really remember where she is, but I got one of her beautiful books, journals, and they may have came from there. So I'm putting those aside. I did order, I think I told you guys I ordered some Tim Holtz kind of ephemera and stuff, and they said that it had sold or shipped, so that would be kind of fun to play with. I saw this the other day and I was wondering how they did that, so I was kind of looking, but they just fold these. That's easy enough. And look, it's like a little coin envelope. That's fun. So we're just kind of going through treasures and stuff today, and then if I have time at the end of this, I will, you know, do a craft real quick. Well, as quick as I can, you know how I am. These are patty tags too. They're made out, or patty, I guess they're tags, made out of little book pages, and then I don't think she did the decoupaging, but I did decoupaging in here. And I think that it's always nice to go through your stuff so you know what you have. So I'm like, oh, you know, especially because fall's coming up, and, you know, if you haven't used some of your stuff. And I do have kind of like a cowboy journal, or, you know, a farm journal coming up. Feels thick. I was just trying to see if it came up. That's another Gayle faux front envelope. This was a pocket, which is fun, and then you just kind of pull it down to write in it. I'm going to put this one to the back. But I have two of these baskets, and I was thinking it'd be kind of fun to fill both of them up. This is a Gayle front envelope. It's kind of one that I created using her technique, and I just made it into a pocket. I just thought that would be kind of fun. That would be fun to make some up for our stash. So I'm going to pop that over here just as an idea. Here's another one of them. And then there's like a pocket there. So that was kind of fun. And these are Patricia pockets. These are. So I have plenty of those. But these. So these essentially are pockets. There's a few other things in there. This is guest checks. So maybe I can kind of put them in here. Let's see if I can move this. Put this together here. And these were those little booklets that we just recently made. So I'm going to pop those in there. The matchbooks. I think I made 3 of those. Put those in here too. Wow, I really didn't have near as much as I thought I did. I was thinking there was no way I'm going to have room for anything else, but I have plenty of room. So I think I'm going to scooch this stuff down. And then here's those other tags that we made yesterday. So that was really nice to add to our stash. Those were really fun. Here's those little pockets. Those are fun too. So this one is pretty much full. I have some altered playing cards. I think I can put them in here. And I think I might want to work on that. These are kind of little envelopes that I made, and then I made them with a window, and then you just kind of line it up. So I thought that was kind of fun. Like I said, anything you see that you want me to make again, because I really do need to kind of you know, redo everything that I've already done. So here are my little foldovers. Look at this little tiny guy. Isn't that cute? So those page foldovers, you can make those in any size. That's always fun. So I have those. Let's see where I'm going to put those. Well, at least I feel better about it. I know that I still have a long ways to go, but so I hardly have any more paper clips, which is crazy when you saw how many I made earlier in the year. This was just a little journaling card, and these fit inside these little tiny library pockets. So, itty bitty library pockets. So, that was really fun. And I guess we're about ready to start a new craft for today. But I wanted to kind of show you how I kind of organize mine, and this is kind of what I do. All that stuff fit in here. So, and after making 2 or 3 journals, it's going to be depleted. So we're going to continue on with making crafts. So I have a couple of ideas, and I am going to stick this back up in my craft room, and I'll be right back and we'll get started with the craft. Okay, so the first thing I think we're going to make, or what we're going to do today, is I want to make some of these little matchbooks. And what they are is MatchBook paper clips, and this was inspired by Tracy Fox. And I'm thinking this was a while ago because this is Halloween paper. So, and I think it might have been like 2 years ago instead of just this recent Halloween. So, because I don't remember making them recently. So if you go and look on her channel, it might be a while, you know, a ways back. But I really loved how she did this. It was really simple, and I thought, you know, I do need some paper clips in my journal, so, you know, in my stash. So that's what we're going to do. Here's Cubby. Hi, Bubba. So while he's here, I wanted to discuss my first digital kit that is out, and I did take this these really old ledger papers, and I was able to scan them in and make a little digital kit. Now this one is from 1917, and this group I believe was from 1899, papers from 1899 through 1917. So I will have more coming up. I'm, you know, trying to figure out different things. You can only have like 5 files in there, so like 5 sheets of paper or whatever, unless I do like a zip file, and I don't know how to do that yet. So, you know, for now I just have some individual ledger papers from like the early 1900s, even some of the 1899 and stuff like that. But I thought it was kind of funny because it says 2 ice cream, 2 broom. Her broom cost 75 cents. Isn't that funny? She got cash, $2. 2 meat, it looks like meat, 70 cents. To vinegar, 40 cents. To sugar, 25, I think. But I thought it was kind of fun just to see, you know, how they wrote and stuff like that. So, anyways, I wanted to share that. That is on Etsy now. Okay, so what we're going to do, and I thought this might be the best thing, is to use double-sided paper for this. So I think I'm going to just pick out maybe 2 papers or so, because I wasted so much time chatting with you guys at the very front of this video. And I don't want to make it too, you know, too long for you. And it was kind of nice to go through my papers and just see what I'm lacking and what I feel like I really need to make more of. So that's kind of fun. So what I'm looking for now is kind of like a cardstock. This one's a light card heaviness. This one's a little bit heavier, and I'm not sure how that one's going to work. It seems to me like it might crack. So I'm just going to kind of see what else I have. And I really wanted double-sided paper, so, because that way it makes the inside look nice as well as, you know, the outside. And Miss Cat sent me all this awesome paper, and I'm making a mess over here. I had all these little tiny pieces out, but when I brought my sewing machine over, I stuck them all in here, and now they're kind of scattered everywhere. Yeah, I thought I had more papers. So she just brought me some awesome stuff. And I was going to tell you guys, if you haven't already, then be sure and go to my 4,000 subscriber giveaway. You have until July the 31st to enter. So that might work. Those are kind of cute. But you just have to go to that that video and comment. Sorry, my brain's kind of not working, but you guys know how that is. It just... But yeah, the link will be below. So if you're interested in that, then be sure. What I'm doing is, the reason I gave myself such a long time before I'm doing the giveaway is because that will give me plenty of time to go through my stuff and kind of do a stash cleanup and share, you know, with you guys or whoever it, you know, gets my boxes. I have 3 big boxes going out, 3 large rate boxes, flat rate. Okay, let me just see. That's probably enough. Like I said, I don't want to keep you guys all day. Oh wait, I saw purple. Ooh, that might be interesting. Okay, let's do that one. Yeah, that'll work. Okay, so I have that one, and this one. Nope. Yep. Okay, we're gonna do those 3. And this is something that you can adapt to any size. So let me just stick this back over here in my scraps and walk around and grab my paper cutter, because that's kind of important for this. And it's just over here on the other side of my table. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I'm ready to start. Oh, I tell ya. But these were so fun to make when I, you know, had made them in the past. Again, this is from Tracy Fox. These are about 6 inches, so I'm thinking if I cut them down to 2-inch 2x6, that would probably work pretty well. So, and that would give me 3 for each set of paper. So, let's do that. Some of them are really pretty too. I love these papers. That and this one. I like that. Okay, so really that's all the cutting we're going to do until we need to do like our coffee dye paper to go on the inside. So I'm going to try to remember how this worked. Okay, I know I need like a lip down here at the bottom. And then I think we just want this to kind of go in to the lip. That's pretty much it, I believe. She may have had some gussets on hers. Let me look. No, I don't think she did. So, that's pretty easy. So, I'm going to tell you some measurements just in case you were wondering. Let's see, I'm folded that in just over 1/2 inch. You know, it doesn't have to be perfect. So, just around 1/2 inch or so. And then the next fold, I just want it to kind of come about halfway into that. That way when I put my papers, it might give it like a little bit of what am I thinking, bulk. So it might come up higher than I want it to. So really that's it. So I put like a fold around 1/2 inch and then one at, say, 1 or 2.5. So 2.5 and then 5, kind of like that. So it's about 2.5 here, and then the next one is about 5 1/4. So like that. So really simple. You don't have to put a lot of thought into it. Let's do this one opposite way. And because if you have double paper, sorry guys, double-sided paper, then you know you can make them different, even though they're so, you know, using the same papers. I have my bone folder over there. Sorry, I didn't mean to kick you. Okay. Everything's kind of getting squished out of the way. Remember how I told you I wasn't really organized all the time? Yeah, you can kind of see that in this video. So, needed this though. There we go. And then we just get a really good fold. If you don't have a bone folder, you can use your fingernail or the edge of your scissors or whatever. But I think it really helps, you know, to kind of fold them down. I really like that part right there. And I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I'm not really stressing about the size or anything like that. I know that I'm going to put a seam straight across the bottom, so I don't want to catch the fold over in that seam. So that's why I'm doing it, you know, just about halfway or so. Some of this paper was so beautiful. I love it. And whenever you have, you know, you use up your stash to make more stuff, it just is fulfilling, I think. At least it is for me, because I'm thinking, ooh, I can go out and buy more paper. And Clint's not here to say, no, you can't. Not like I'd listen to him anyways, but you know. Trying to figure out the orientation. I guess it goes like this. I'm not really sure. My B's upside down, but I guess anything I put there would be. That's okay, it doesn't matter. Like I said, I'm not going to worry about it too awful much. But I have noticed that I've been using quite a bit of roses lately. So I wonder if like a shabby chic journal might be in my future. I just happened to think, didn't I use roses like 2 or 3 days ago? So it was a different paper, but you know, things like that could always go together. I think I'm going to do this one inside like this, just for a little bit of difference. And there we go. This one I didn't quite cut correctly, so I'm just going to trim it. No big deal. I just want them to look nice when they're done. So I'm just going to, you know, kind of make sure that I cut them correctly and that they look, like I said, nice when they're done. So that's the first part. That wasn't hard. Didn't even take that long, huh? Okay, so I'm going to get some coffee dyed paper, which I had some. Here it is. And this might be enough to do all of these. Where did I put my cutter? Here it is. So those are about 2 inches. So I think I'm going to do 1 1/2. Just kind of checking. Yeah, let's do 1 1/2. So I'm just going to cut this down to 1 1/2 pieces. Again, this paper is from GT Designs. Renee at GT Designs. And I love her paper. But I think I told you guys that the digitals were tested and they said they worked out just fine, so I was really excited. Because this morning, I mean, Clint was like, honey, are you okay? I was getting so irritated. And he's like, you know, maybe you should just get up and walk away. I was so tempted to do that because, man, nothing was working out, and sometimes you just have to, you know, walk away. But I think it worked out okay, and I think it was my computer just acting up. I was going to check this for size. It's not too bad. It's a little bit larger than 1.5, but I think it might be okay. I could trim it down. Just so that it matches, you know, with the rest of the papers. I mean, it was barely. But yeah, I was just like, oh, this is driving me nuts. But Clint got, I think I told you guys, you know, I'm just kind of not thinking today, I guess. You guys know how it is. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put this aside. And then I'm just going to use this as like my little template. So what I'm going to do is just kind of open it and cut pieces down to about that size. I think that one was too short or too small. And I'm thinking just like 2 for each one or something. I don't have to have, you know, a huge amount in here. I do find, I think that the smaller works out better. Hey, that worked pretty well. I think I measured that. So, you know, instead of having like 5 papers in it, I think it works better to have like 2, which ends up giving you 4, but front and back, you know, it equals out to 8, so that works out pretty well. Wow, those are nice. They're really working out nicely. It's like I measured them perfect. So the cats are all napping. Cubby was up here a few minutes ago, but the rest of them are napping, and Daddy left, and his little boy, as soon as he started leaving, his little boy was crying and saying, Daddy, I don't want you to leave. But he should be back within probably an hour. He's not going to be gone, you know, all day, but he's doing manual labor, which isn't something he needs to do, but it is one of his friends that isn't feeling very well, so he wanted to go out and help him, even though he doesn't feel very well. So, kind of one of those things. I know you guys are going to miss him. You guys just make me laugh so hard. I'm like, did you read that comment? And he'll be like, yeah, hey hon, did you hear this? You guys say that you make us laugh, but boy, when we read those comments, you guys make us laugh too, so I think we're even. Okay, so I'm going to put 2 with each one of these, so 2 there. Hopefully I have enough. That would work out. Wouldn't that be awesome? Let's see, 2 there. 2 there. Well, I might. 2 there. 2 here. Nope. 2 here. And 2 here. Okay, let me see if I have any more right here. Let me go and see what, grab another sheet real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so these are kind of my coffee dyed scraps with stuff. I don't know. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one down. This one was from a sample book we had done, and I think I folded it wrong or something. But I did notice that some of the paper is not glued together. So I'm going to see if I can get, I think I needed four more in here. So I needed 1.5. Try to use up my scraps because, ooh, I might have done it. Let's see. Okay. I need 4. One, 2. Oh, it's so close. 2, 3. Okay, surely I can come up with another one. And then those are my scraps. Let me see if there's like a single anything else here. There isn't. But I have other stuff in here, so I think I can make it work. That'll work. Which is good, because those papers are really, really big. Like I said, they're like 14 by 12 or something like that, so pretty good size. Hey, we got it. Yay. And then let me go ahead and pop this back in my book, or my bag. Okay. So they're pretty simple. They go, go together pretty quickly. So now I'm just going to make sure I have 2 for each one. So 2 for that one, 2 for that one. Kind of pop them over here to the side. 2 here. 2 for that one. 2 for this one. 2 for this one. And 2 for this one. Yay! Okay. So now we're just going to sew. And I probably won't sew, all of it on camera, just because there's a lot of them. But I want to show you what I'm going to do. Did I plug it in? I didn't plug it in. Let me go plug it in. Okay, so we'll probably walk through a couple of them, just so you guys kind of get the gist of what I'm doing. So I think what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go all the way around with just a straight stitch. I think I'm going to start like right down here where the fold is. You don't have to do this part if you don't want to. It's totally up to you. And I'm just going to go all the way around it real quick. Quickly. I'm just using my brown thread. That's my favorite whenever I'm just doing like a whole bunch of different ones. But you can do whatever thread works best for you. If you are doing like a blue journal, then by all means use blue thread, whatever you want to do. If you don't like it to stand out, use white. It's totally up to you. I just really like the brown. I think it goes really well with junk journals. Okay, so that's that part. So if I was, doing like a whole bunch at one time, I'd probably go ahead and do a assembly line and just go ahead and do straight stitch all the way around. But I want to go ahead and show this one to you. See, it's not perfect by any means. I think my bobbin or something is messing up, or sometimes I go too fast and that kind of messes it up, but that's fine. So now what I'm going to do is take my 2 pieces here and I'm going to fold them very simply. And then we're going to pop this in here. Hopefully I didn't put them too long. I made them all too long. Trim them off. Good grief, Michelle. Okay, I'm just gonna line it up to the square, or to the seam, and we're just gonna sew straight across. Make sure I can kind of line that up. And there's that. And then this, we are going to sew just a little bit up here. So this, I have about probably 1/4 or 1/8 of an inch here, so I can just go ahead and sew there. And that's going to hold up our little flap. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Okay, and that's pretty simple. And then we'll do one more just to make sure that you kind of understand. That's all there is to it. I mean, you know, not a lot to it. So let's go ahead and sew all the way around this one. Just a straight stitch. Of course, you can do like a zigzag or something. I think that would, you know, add some more interest. And I might do that, you know, like some of the other ones, just to kind of add a little bit of decoration, especially on the front of the matchbook. I think that'd be kind of fun. See, it's still kind of messing up. Some people really hate that, but it doesn't bother me because I just think it adds another another little bit of junk journaliness, you know what I mean. So all these are too long, so I'm just gonna cut them down just a little bit. And then I'm going to line this up and cut, or sew that straight through. And then just over the little, you know, lip of the oops, did I cut the paper? I cut the paper. When you cut the paper, that's a good place to put a little bit of washi tape so that you have a little decoration. There's always a way to make it work, even if you make a big mistake like I just did. Okay, and then again, we're gonna just sew up right here on the lip. And just like that, we have 2 of them pretty much done. And then I'm going to go ahead and sew up the rest of them. That way you guys don't have to stick around for me sewing up, you know. How many are we making? 9. So you don't have to stick around for 7 more. And then I'll be right back and I'm going to show you how I'm going to finish these guys. See you in a minute. Okay, so I got all of those sewn up. Hopefully they'll fit. I did have my bobbin really do this on a lot of them, so I think it's a tension issue. So if you guys know what I need to do to fix that, then leave me a comment. I was thinking Clint probably knows, but he's still at home. But you know, if you have a quick fix for me, then let me know. My friend Donna, she's been kind of sick lately, so I don't know if she's had a chance to watch my videos or not. But Donna, if you know, holler at me. So let's see, I got them all sewn. This one's a little bit tight, and what I'm doing is, if they're a little tight, I'm just going to kind of cut off just a touch of it if I need to. I mean, that part doesn't really bother me, the you know, if they are, you know, kind of floopy or whatever. But, you know, because like I said, they're junk journals, so it doesn't really bother me that much. So here we have 1, 2, what did we have, 9? Yeah, 9. Okay, so now what she did is she took, I'm not sure. I'm thinking, Michelle, you know how long ago it's been since you've done this? Anyways, I know she poked a hole in the back, and I was thinking maybe this 1/8 of an inch hole punch would work, and I believe this will be linked in the description. So what she did is she poked a hole, and I am just poking it kind of close up, and I'm going to show you. I didn't get it perfect, but I think it will still work. And then she used a paper clip, which I thought it was such a great idea, just to kind of poke a hole and use a paper clip. And then you're going to kind of thread it in there so that you only have, what did we have showing? We have the big side showing. So do we, I think we got to poke it from the inside. We're going to try that. But I remember she did it kind of like this, and kind of, you know, laid it down like that, and then just did that. And that was pretty much it. That worked pretty well. I covered mine on the inside, but really I don't remember if she did or not. If you guys, you know this craft, then certainly let me know. But I think it fits in there pretty snug, and I don't think it's necessary. So let's go ahead and do the rest of these. And then some of these I want to kind of decorate the front of them, just because they're kind of plain. Just to kind of give you guys an idea of how to decorate. I'm just using the smaller paper clips because that's what I happen to have. So I'm just going to, let's see, we want to go from the inside. Just going to kind of use a color that's going to match pretty well. And again, we're just going to poke this through here, kind of have it flat like this, and then turn it, and that's it. That's easy enough. So you may want to cover it or something, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it this time. But what I did last time is, I think I'm going to use green. I just cut a little square that would cover it, fit, you know, and then just covered it with that. So no biggie there. But I thought when she did this, I was thinking, man, that's kind of a neat idea, just to poke a hole and do it like that. Of course, if you wanted to, you could do the, you know, the hot glue technique, so you're kind of doubling up on the back. But by doing it like this, you kind of get to keep the paper kind of a nice, especially if you have a pretty paper that you want to show off. You're not covering a lot of that up, you know. So pop it in, kind of leave it flat. And I mean, these took a while because of the sewing, but you know, like I said, if you didn't want to sew, you could just put a piece of a strip of glue here and call it done. It's not like it's necessary to sew. I like the sewing on it, especially once I figure out what's going on with my sewing machine. But I really, you know, I really like the look of sewing. But again, if you don't want to pull out the sewing machine, or you want to don't want to mess with that, then by all means just put some glue there, and I think it would work just as well. So it really comes together. I seem to remember that she kind of poked a hole with something, but again, I'm not 100% sure what she poked a hole. I was thinking like maybe a pair of scissors, but if you have a tiny hole punch, that definitely works really nicely. Or maybe I didn't have a hole punch and she did. I can't like I said, I just can't remember. So, but the one I made before was kind of more of flimsier paper, so I definitely recommend doing like a cardstock weight. I think that really, you know, makes a difference. And you can come in and you can ink it or whatever you want to do around the edges and stuff. Totally up to you. Let's do these two. But while I was off camera and you guys couldn't see what was going on here, Clint's little guy came over and loved on me, and he does not love on me very often. He is he's a daddy's boy, but he's getting more into, I've noticed that cats seem to kind of switch their personality a little bit when they're about 3 years old, or every 3 years. And he's almost 3, so he is getting to be more of a little lover to mama. So he's kind of came up and loved on me and rubbed his head up against me and stuff, which is unusual for him. So I got little bitty hugs and Sophia hugs. They both came up, and then she started cleaning him up, and then he ran away. So that's what I did while I was offline. So, but yeah, those are pretty nice. And like these, you could totally just leave them that way. So, but this one for sure I wanted to decorate, and I was thinking maybe this purple one. And we'll see what we have really quick to decorate. The rest of them, I think I'm just going to leave them like they are. But let's kind of see what we have. I had my, here it is, right in front of me. When I have these little pieces that I'm thinking I got from June's journals. So I thought that might be kind of fun to decorate with, especially, you know, these. So I thought, you know, maybe some flowers or something, because it looks, on the outside, it looks kind of fall, which I guess would be okay, wouldn't it? Even though the inside is kind of hard, or kind of shabby chic looking. I think I'm going to still do it for fall, because, you know, why not? So what I wanted was some paper, and do I want to use some of this paper? I just want a little bit of a background. I actually have some music paper over here. That might be kind of fun. Or do I actually? Because if I put that over, it's going to kind of show up. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Maybe just something like that, and then this can kind of, just to give it a little bit. Yeah, we'll do that. Okay, so I need to move my container thing and grab my ink. Now, the Distress ink, I feel like this one needs to have ink on it. And even the kind of matchbook needs to have some ink, I feel. Okay, and then let me grab my Oohoo glue. already tore that page out and I'm not even going to use it. That's okay though. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I think I'm going to do that one, and I've lost it. Where is it? Oh, right there. These are like vellum stickers, I believe. So I'm going to see if I can get my fingernails in there. Yeah, they are. Just separate them. Hey, I got it. And then just kind of do that for a little decoration. So that's kind of fun. I like that. And, you know, they really do not take that long. So, where's the other one I wanted to do? It's right in front of me, isn't it? Oh, here it is. Purple. Oh, you guys know how I am. Ooh, what about that? I love purple and yellow together. I think that's just pretty. I'm going to do that. But I think I'm going to use my art glitter glue. And I'm just going to put some vintage photo below. This is what or vintage photo on here. I always link the typical things that I use in my journals below. But if there's something you're interested in and you can't find it or something, then let me know, because I always check my messages and stuff. This almost feels like a sticker, but I'm not sure. You know, it kind of has that feel. I'm going to kind of poke at it for a minute and just see. Ooh, it is. Cool. And just to make sure it stays, I'm going to go ahead and put a little glue down here. Okay. Oh. I thought I broke it. I guess that's like a little, I think that'll be okay. I could kind of put that on. If I can line it up. Okay, I'm just going to leave it off because it's so small and I can't line it. Okay, so I think that's all we're going to do. Let me kind of look at these, show you guys for today. Like I said, they don't take a lot of time. Really simple, really small pieces of, you know, scrap paper. You don't have to have really anything. I think I went 6 by 2, and then just a little paper clip. They're kind of rough looking because of my sewing machine, but that's okay too. But I'll have to doctor it up and see what's going on with it. Like I said, you guys may know, you know, what's going on quicker than, you know, Clint and I could figure it out. So if you know how I can fix that quickly, then let me know. But aren't these cute? I mean, they're just really simple, really cute. And we used up a lot of scraps, and then this one, which I think is so cute. So thank you again for being with me today. It was nice having somebody to craft with, especially since Clint's not here right now. But I really appreciate you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Again, we are having a 4,000 subscriber giveaway that you have until July 31st to enter. So that link is always below. So be sure and head over there, enter that, subscribe, and do all that kind of stuff. And thank you so much. Give this video a thumbs up. We really appreciate it. And we will see you guys in the next video. See you soon. Bye.